one would be my mic. This one.
No, here.
7.
Yeah.
I'm hot now.
Voorhees University and the NAIA like to take
Oh
this
no.
opportunity
We need
to
this mic
encourage
on so they can
young
hear the
boys
backpack.
contest by giving the true champion character. By displaying respect and good sportsmanship to all involved, you can help us create a positive environment for the teams and also for the fans. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please direct your attention to the south end of the arena. As we honor America, please rise for the playing of our national anthem. The president of Voorhees University is Dr. Morgan Hopkins, and the athletic director is Sharky Johnson. Ladies and gentlemen, you are reminded that federal regulations prohibit smoking in this building, and our COVID-19 protocol of mask wearing is encouraged. Our officials for tonight's game are sanctioned by the NAIA. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Leonard Dawson Health and Human Resources Center. This is the Jerry Evans Arena, and tonight, the Lady Voorhees University Tigers take on the Yellow Jackets of Allen University from Columbia, South Carolina. And now we're introducing the starting lineup for our visitors from Allen University. Wearing number 1, Tanaya Moore. Wearing number 11, Deja Harmon. Wearing number 12, Talina Moxley. Wearing number 13, Jazine Bethany. And wearing number 51, Katrina Nolan. The Lady Yellow Jackets are coached by Tamara Toners and assisted by Jamaski Davis, Taylor Benson, and Neil Benson. And the other guard from Snellville, Georgia, wearing number 94. At center, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, wearing number 20, Alicia Byrne. And going forward from Sumter, South Carolina, wearing number 24, Inga Folkla. And the other forward from Tallahassee, Georgia, wearing number 21, Jessica Lee. The leading tackler is coached by Edward Woodward and assisted by Shannon Ramsey. Devon Ellis,
And hello, everybody, and welcome to Lady Tigers basketball right here on our Voorhees University YouTube page and also on our Facebook Live page as well. I'm Claire Jones. I'll be joined by Tyler Jarvis coming up tonight. it should be a good matchup between two teams right now in the middle of a winning streak. First off, for Voorhees, they won last night in their game against Morris, 101 to 35, and they have won 2 games in a row. Meanwhile, Morris comes in with a record of 8-6 and having to win 5 games in a row, including their latest game against Albany State just a few days ago. Right now, as we are jumping up in the middle of the court, Allen takes over. Allen out of the SIAC Division II NCAA, as they have travel violation, of course, against Ford early on here. Allen lost 5 straight prior to winning 5 straight, most of them conference games, and they're in the thick of it right now as far as travel violation is called. Lady Tigers will have possession. Look at this Lady Yellow Jacket team. A very formidable opponent for Voorhees here this evening. We'll see if Voorhees is up to the challenge as that shot goes by Rachel and then IG will go. No score here. If you're just joining us, thank you so much for tuning in. Jazeen Buffet puts in the first points of the game, and Allen's up early 2-0. Both Allen and Voorhees used to be conference rivals once upon a time, but then Allen moved up in athletics division up to NCAA Division II to the SIAC. Voorhees, as far as athletically speaking, they hope that one day that they can move up into the NCAA. Talia Hall comes in, number 11, for the first time for the Lady Tigers. 2-0 is our score. We're coming up on 8 minutes and 15 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. As that ball goes out of bounds, last touch by Allen. Like I said, I have a partner here tonight. I have Kaya Jarvis is here with me, and she's going to be also doing some analysis during the game as well. We're going to get her comments in just a little bit. First off, strong off the glass and more. Rebound put back up is no good. The rebound finally controlled by Carl. So while we have a quick moment, 7 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Hold on, that's Carr. Can't hit. Still 2-0. Allen needs Voorhees. Like I said, I have my partner here with me. Kaya Jarvis, and Kaya, what do you expect out of this game here tonight? I know, and I mentioned yesterday on the broadcast if they could bottle what they played like last night and put it into a game where Allen is a very tough on them. They come in with an 8-6 record and they've won 5 in a row. And this is a deep team. You look over in the bench area, Allen has just as many players as Voorhees, maybe even more. Under 10 seconds left on the shot clock, so got to put up and no good. There by Harden. With 6 minutes and 45 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Still 2-0. So Kaya, Voorhees not getting out to the hot start like they did last night when they got up to that 34-7 lead. Back comes Allen. to Harden. Around the horn and go inside down low. Nice pass there. And Nolan puts it in. And that's only the second bucket by either squad. And there's a steal. We have a foul. Voorhees. Clock stopped with 6 minutes and 5 seconds to go. Murder picks up the foul. And that is Vortex back into the ball game. Also coming into the ball game for the first time is Release Bluebill coming in for Coca. 4-0 is our score. Allen on top. And down pass and shot too strong off the backboard as we have a tie-up. Ball. Second hour will give it to the Lady Tigers. A little bit of backcourt press before it breaks it. Gives it up to Carl. Carl attacks the basket. Puts it in. So that's the first 2 points by the Lady Tigers, cutting the Allen lead down to 4-2. 5 minutes and 45 seconds to go. And a steal. Here comes Parker. Parker bounced past the board, just a bit wide of the mark. And Allen will take over. 5 minutes and 38 seconds to go here in the fifth first quarter. As I mentioned, Allen has been so much the wholesale thing. So that tells you that they can go about 12 weeks if they need to. Maybe that was a good idea last night, that coach emptied his bench out, because maybe potentially he may have to go deep in his bench here tonight as well. And that's Allen's depth in the bench. 5 minutes and 15 seconds to go. 4-2, a low-scoring game here. Don't open things up. Shot up, no good. Rebound, put back for Allen. And off the bench, Destiny Davidson Whitfield. You got to keep an eye on her because she's the leading scorer for Allen. She's averaging a little over 16 points a game. The 2 is out score. Now 8-2. Fair with the basket. And that's 8-2 now. Allen on top. Under 4.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Allen also, they have shown some pretty good defense, especially during this 5-game winning streak. And Louisville puts it in. Our first 3 points. And it's an 8-4 Allen lead with 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. We're live from the Lemon Tree Dawson Center on the campus of Voorhees University. Wait, that shot is up and no good. Boy, you set it up. Right the ball down. That's all right. Yellow Jackets will have possession. 3 minutes and 47 seconds to go here in the first quarter. We also welcome everybody that's tuning us in and commenting as well. We like to read comments on the air as it's still there by Voorhees. Back comes Parker. Oh, nice bounce pass. Ford can't hit. Still 8-4. Allen on top. If you're just joining us, we're coming up on the 3.5-minute mark left in the first quarter. There's a short range shot. That's up and no good. Action. There's Allen with another chance. This time they get good on that one. There. Once again. And that is her second field goal. And another steal. Hey, look, Allen is coming out here on fire. This time it's Caleb Pope. And another steal. What is going on here, Kyle? So much different start to this ball game than what we seen last night. And right now, of course, Coach Glover will have to take the time out. As right now, his team is down 12 to nothing. Right now, Allen is on an 8-2 run here. And if you look at this matchup here, Allen, once again, a very formidable opponent for the Lady Tigers. But right now, Allen is giving Voorhees a dose of their own medicine, is pressing in the backcourt and coming up with some turnovers here. So right now, you look at this, if you're the coach for Voorhees, what is he telling the team right now in the huddle? So let's see if coming out of the timeout, if Voorhees cut into the speed. Because I'm telling you right now, Allen is not fooling around with anybody here tonight. They are on a mission. And matter of fact, again, once you're on a winning streak like the winning streak that they're on right now, a 5-game winning streak, a lot of things is happening the right way for Allen. Or he needs to try to be the fly in the ointment, per se. Traveling violation. So the Lady Tigers will have possession. Traveling violation called on Jackson. 12-4 is our score. And look, almost another near steal there by Allen. They get his hand in there fair. Because Allen is pressing in the backcourt. And they are jumping in front of the attack. Look, right there. But out of bounds goes Redding.
Just line it up to be in the box.
But once again, you're looking at
it needs to be lined over there.
It's
just two.
Allen is jumping in front of it. So they are anticipating where the ball is going. Here's Ford. She's fouled, going to the basket.
Because that looks like it's over there.
Yeah.
So Tassina's.
Okay. And what it is. So
Caleb Pope picks up her first foul, and that's her first team foul.
The first over here, one that's not
the D is the Ford will be at the line shooting two.
battery.
Ford had a good game last night, both on the offensive side and also on the defensive side.
Get all three of them.
Turnovers. Ford, although she had only 4 points last night, but her defensive fouling and also the way that she controls the offense really puts the Lady Tigers on another level. I told you they're deep now. Yes. 2 minutes and 28 seconds to go left in the first quarter. 12-6 is our score. Allen on top of Voorhees. Thank you so much for tuning in. Of course, we have more basketball coming up tomorrow night as the men will take the court as they have an offensive foul away from the ball. Courtney English picks up the foul. That's her first, and that's Steve's second. Here's Parker. Bring it up. Carl from out of the corner. Can't hit. And still, there goes Ford. Ford goes in, too strong off the basket, and here comes Allen. Slowed up just a little bit. There's Campbell with the basketball. Gives it up. 3-pointer on the way. Bank shot in. Morris hits the three. It's 15-6. Allen over Voorhees. There's Parker for three. No good. It's unlikely. Put it in. No. As Morris back-to-back field goal. He has 5 points. And Allen is on top, 17-6. Under a minute to go in the first period. Here's Inga. Can't hit.
Okay, yeah, I'm down one now.
Back from Allen. 50 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Another 3-pointer put up and it's good. Yeah, for Morris. And a timeout taken by Coach Glover. And Allen is hot right now here in the first period. So when you look at this game right now, Allen is hot from behind the 3-point line and just from the field in general right now. Allen is kind of giving Voorhees a taste of their own medicine what they did last night to Morris. But you look at this Allen team, they came in, they're ready to play here. And Voorhees haven't really matched their intensity yet.
Hold on.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be turning around. But again, now this is unusual a little bit for Allen because in preparing for the game, Allen is usually slow out of the gate in the first half. It's really the second half is when they come alive, but this is much different here as Ford is fouled. At the foul is called on Kenu Barnwell. Here is Ford shooting two. Ford has become a very integral part of this team, and she will be moving forward for the next couple of years. Yeah, she has. Snellville, of course, a suburb of.
They're gonna start moving that camera.
How many suburbs are in Atlanta anyway?
Right now, it's just this thing is glitching out too, showing colors of like red.
Gotcha. Okay.
I don't think it's right. I think it's a coloration of the lens, but I can't switch to it right now because
Ford is
we're
coming
live.
out and in for the first time with Dominic Bullard, 25 for the Lady Tigers. You need this? You need this?
Not right now. What's up?
I want to see the comment.
Hold on. Shit. Do this.
Looks like we're about to get started. Looks like we are. So coming out of the timeout, Allen turns the ball over. It's 20-7.
Something was unplugged right here.
Allen on top. It's 20.
Hold on. I put the camera on myself by accident. 23 seconds, 23.6 seconds to go to be exact. I don't know. He tried to move it, and then it just went out.
So it is.
So I guess it's a card. Yeah, let me try to find a card.
Shot clock turned off, so Voorhees can hold for the final shot.
It said the camera looked like it was plugged out.
7 seconds to go. They got to put it up. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Here's Parker. Can't hit. So at the end of one, Allen is up 20-7. Now this is kind of eerie because last night, Voorhees to match Voorhees' deep bench. So, and here's one thing about Allen. Allen is a streaky team. I mean, they kind of stumbled out the box. Then they went on a winning streak. Then prior to this 5-game winning streak, they had a 5-game losing streak. But then they turned it around within the last month or so.
Seems like Allen has found their momentum.
Yeah, and at the right time too, because now you're at the second half of the regular season, and as you get later and later into the season, these wins get more and more challenging. But not only that, they are big when it comes to seeding in their conference tournament. Now, of course, this game right here, if Allen does win, is not necessarily against Allen if they lose this game, for the simple fact of Voorhees playing in the NAIA, while Allen plays in the NCAA. So in the NCAA, you get credited for wins that you against your opponents that's in the NCAA.
Forward can't hit.
Yep. Ball goes out of bounds. Only 3 seconds left on the shot clock. 9 minutes and 33 seconds to go. Allen on defense. Inbound pass to Ford. Ball knocked out of Ford's hands. Last touch by Allen. So the shot clock is reset at 16 seconds to go. Here's Todd Bunkley. Throws it in.
Last touch by Allen.
Once again, Allen is challenging every pass, even all the inbound passes, the half-court set offenses. They are stepping in front of these passing lanes.
They're making it challenging for Voorhees by being in the passing lanes.
Here's Parker with 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Parker, I don't think she knows, and it's a shot clock violation.
Turnover Voorhees. Allen gets the ball back.
Right then, Kai, you have to at least keep one eye on the clock. That's why they have the shot clocks in the scoreboard in different areas, so you can look at it and make sure how much time you have left. A little trap for Voorhees. Shot in the lane, too hard. Finally into the hands of Bunkley. Here's Ford. Gives up to Parker. Parker steps back. Can't hit. And we have a carrying violation called against Jamison Whitfield.
We've been scoreless so far in this second quarter.
Yeah, but still, Voorhees needs to start putting some buckets in. Here's Ford. Gives it up. Wide open. Newbill. Can't hit. Ball knocked around. Kokla picks it as the foul is on the floor. So no shot. Boxley is called for the foul. That's her first, team's first of the second period. No foul sign shots yet. Ford out of the corner. Way off. Under 8.5 minutes to go. Allen with possession and the lead, 20-7. Nobody have scored yet in this second quarter. Oh, she was wide open underneath the basket, but elected to pass it up, and Moore can't hit. Another opportunity for Allen, and they make good on that one this time.
It's going to be number 21, Nolan.
Nolan with her second field goal. She has 4 points on the evening. It's 22-7. Allen on top as we're under the 8-minute mark. Here's Parker.
Too strong.
Newbill. So they getting chances. It's just not falling for Voorhees right now. It's a shot put up. That's no good. Last touch by the Yellow Jackets.
Voorhees ball.
7 minutes and 35 seconds to go. So Carl checks back into the ball game. It's Parker. Oh, off again.
Foul call. Number 44.
You kind of wondered, this slow start, is it a tribute to them playing last night? Because it's not often that you'll have back-to-back games in college level play.
That's true. Morris had COVID, so the game had to get canceled. So now they're playing 2 games back to back. So this could be tiredness that we're seeing here. Ladies Tigers about to take out the ball. Ty Buckley.
Yeah, but you don't want to get tired this early here.
Now with Allen subbing, another 5 in.
Yeah.
Hopefully the depth of Allen's bench doesn't get the best of us tonight.
Right, and we'll see if Glover matches. You don't hardly see Glover doing wholesale changes like you see in Allen doing it right now. So another wholesale changes. We'll let you know as the play continues on who's on the court right now for Allen as that rebound is hauled in. Up the court it goes as Fair controls it. Out for a three-pointer. No good for Jamison Whitfield.
Forward with the ball.
Ford attacks.
Layup, no good.
Too strong. It seemed like right now, Voorhees just need to settle down a little bit because
seems like some frustrations are boiling over.
Maybe, but I think they just have to calm down because of the fact that, you're getting looks to the basket. It's just some of the stuff is a bit too strong off the window.
42, Ravenel subs in. She didn't play yesterday.
But we're glad to see her out there on the court as she will bring much needed length to the front court. And speaking about Ravenel, she picks up her first foul. Right. 6 minutes. Yeah, actually. 6 minutes and 23 seconds to go. It's 24-7 is our score.
Voorhees is down. Buckley
6 minutes.
for 3.
That's Buckley for 3. Yes. Sorry we have some little technical issues right now that we're dealing with, but hopefully everything is fine as a 3-pointer is up and good for fair.
And an early turnover by Voorhees and a score.
Another.
Nolan with the 2 points.
You look at this Allen team. I keep saying, Kaya, they stepping in front of these passes and they are making some disruptions in the offense for Voorhees right now. 29-7 is our score. Allen on top of Voorhees. Voorhees have to make some scores up here. Five seconds left on the shot clock as Carl gets it up to Parker. Parker puts it, oh, what a block. It's a shot clock violation, but what a block for fair.
It looks like they're going to call a foul.
Wow.
So Parker will be shooting 2, looks like.
They're calling on fair. So the referees help Voorhees saved by the whistle, because that was definitely would have been a shot clock violation.
Yep, Parker's about to shoot 2 from the free throw line. Hopefully she can knock these down.
29-7 is our score, and it stays that way. Voorhees right now, I think they just need to settle down. That's the main thing. They have to settle down and work for good shots. Unable to hit, but Carl can't hit. Back comes the Yellow Jackets. Fair right down the lane. Can't hit. Bounce pass inside. Back it in down low. Too high off the glass. Another opportunity for Allen. No. Fourth time is a charm for Allen.
By number 30, Jackson.
Taylor Simone Jackson. Her first field goal of the evening.
And Ford for 2.
Ford with the field goal. Ford now with 5 points, and it's 31-9. All right, back comes Allen with the shot and in as Redden with the shot.
And foul also by Redden.
So right now, Voorhees trying to settle things down 33-9, and Allen once again forces another turnover. Up the court it goes. The shot is no good there for Jamison Whitfield, but she'll go to the line. Tashima Buckley picks up her first.
At the line for Allen is going to be Destiny Jamison Whitfield, shooting 2.
Ty Bunkley has been mighty quiet here in this game. Last night, she exploded for 5 3-pointers.
Last night. The first quarter, just about the first half yesterday.
Right. And right now, we got 4 minutes and 14 seconds left in the first half, and Bunkley has not even attempted a 3-pointer yet.
As Whitfield knocks one down. With the turnover by Voorhees.
Another turnover.
Allen coming back the other way.
There's a shot put up for 3. It's good. And there for Jamison Whitfield. That's her first 3-pointer and another steal. Fair. Bounce pass off of the hands of Jamison Whitfield.
And here comes another 5 for Allen.
Yep, it is. A wholesale change is a 5. Once again, coach, she is not playing around as far as with her squad. Coach Takara Tolan.
And that'll be Ravenel for the 2.
defense there by Bunkley. Bunkley puts it back, and Ty Bunkley. We just talked about her. She's starting to make her presence felt. Carl jumps in front of the pass. So finally now the Voorhees are challenging every pass that Allen is attempting.
They're finally stepping into the passing lanes like Allen is doing to them. And maybe we'll see some turnovers and some more fast breaks.
37-13 is our score with 3 minutes and 23 seconds to go here in the first half. And the student section here employing their team for defense.
As Parker taps the ball out of bounds for some Voorhees defense.
As they go in. Passed out low. It'll be a jump ball situation, but Allen will remain with possession. So the Yellow Jackets will have possession with 3 minutes and 9 seconds to go.
The crowd is questioning the call. I think they were looking for a travel here.
It could have been, but I think the right call that was made. It was a jump ball. It was a jump ball situation. (37-13) is our score. 37-13 as Allen is up. Boy, he's trying to cut down this lead before halftime. The shot is up and no good. Rebound, put back is no good. Another opportunity for Allen. English could not finish it. Here comes Voorhees. Parker, step back three-pointer, no good. And Carl stepped out of bounds. Whereas the shots was falling last night, the shots are not falling tonight behind the three-point line. Little trap. That one is way off. And shot put up there by Morris. Once again, I want to give a shout out to everybody that's watching us on YouTube and also on Facebook and commenting on the comment section. Thank you so very much. Once again, we had a little bit of technical issues, so that's why you probably heard a couple of voices in the background. We were trying to clear everything up. Hopefully everything is all right. The audio quality is all right, but just let us know if something's going on. And out of the corner for three is no good for Ty Bunkley. That was the first attempt at a three-pointer. 2 minutes to go. Here's Allen, and that's traveling violation. Traveling violation called on Courtney English, number 23. Minute 54 remaining in the first half. 37-13 is our score. Voorhees down to Allen. The second game of a back-to-back for Voorhees. Allen, another steal. Shot put up, high off the glass, no good. Rebound put back is good.
By number 33, Maddox.
Coming back the other way. Allen, once again, they are real deep in their bench. I think already about 12 players have played so far for Allen.
As Ford knocks down a jump shot.
Too hard off the glass. Rebound. And the timeout is called by Voorhees.
51 seconds left in the first half.
So at 39-15 is our score. Voorhees down to Allen. So right now, at one point it was 20-7 at the beginning of the second quarter. But Voorhees trying to break out their little funk right here. But once again, Kaya, in order to get back in this ball game, defense is the calling key of trying to get back into this ball game.
Defense and the turnovers on the offensive side of the ball. We gotta control the turnovers.
Yep, cause some turnovers, and not only that, points off of turnovers. Try to get some extra possessions here.
As Voorhees has the ball, taking the ball out is going to be number 11, Carl.
So here's Ford bringing us up the court. As we're coming up, 45 seconds to play here in the first half. Here's Ford along the baseline, picks up a dribble, gives it off to Bunkley. Bunkley gives it up. Here's Carl. Can't hit. Last night she did the same step and that went in. Shot clock turned off for Allen. They can hold for the final shot.
It looks like they're going to hold for the final shot.
Up 39-15. Here's Campbell. Too hard off the glass. Ball knocked around. Only 7 seconds to go. 3 seconds. Bunkley. Three-pointer. No good. I think Ty could have took a couple of more steps.
Couple more dribbles, yeah.
Yeah, she did have a little time, but one thing she did, she noticed the time, but a little bit premature as far as when to stop and pop. But no doubt, I like that she took the last shot because I think, she needs to really get going here, and especially in the second half.
Yep, and then the score for the half is going to be 39-15. Voorhees is down.
So now when you look at the halftime and you want to make halftime adjustments, what do you see Lady Tigers need to make as far as halftime adjustments in order to get back into this ball game? Because yes, they're down 39-15, but we've seen bigger deficits and people come back from bigger deficits. So what do you see what the Lady Tigers need to do in the second half in order to get back into this ball game?
First, I think we need to relax. It seems like we're letting Allen speed us up a little bit. I think we need to relax. And I think that we also need to be more cautious about the turnovers. The turnovers is really killing us in the first half with the press. And so I think if we could just calm down, score the ball, and be more productive on the offensive end as well as the defensive end, I think we have a good shot to turn around and come back for a victory.
All right, so we'll see what happens in the second half. Once again, our halftime score 39-15. Voorhees down to Allen. We will take this break, and while we take this break, we'll see the cheerleaders as you're watching them right now on the halftime festivities. And we will continue with halftime festivities after this. You're watching Lady Tigers basketball on YouTube and Facebook.
When you think about Voorhees University, think efficiency, effectiveness, and innovation. Know that we are even more mission-focused, student-centered, and data-driven. We are serving students better, creating more opportunities for service learning, and making the campus an ideal environment for teaching and learning and campus life. During the spring and summer months, we improved structures and landscaping totaling $3.5 million. We upgraded residence halls, repaired major systems on campus, replaced roofs, and conducted historic preservation work on the oldest building on campus, the Booker T. Washington Building. You can see pole signs that adorn the campus and take the Voorhees presence to downtown Denmark. Perhaps most importantly, students can take advantage of new majors in environmental science, hospitality and tourism management, and emergency management. We have 19 online degrees and a graduate degree in teaching and learning, with one concentration in education systems improvement and another in PK-12 education. Yes, we have something for everyone. We are planning facilities that will enhance student life and increase our reach into the community through the Becoming Beloved Community Initiative. Academic excellence and student success, talent acquisition, leverage and leadership, and accountability, stability, and sustainability. It is a great day to be at Voorhees University. We are happy that you are here to move with us to the next level of excellence.
Welcome back here to the Dawson Center here on the campus of Voorhees University. I'm Clarence Jones. Right now, I'm being joined by the head coach of the Tigers men's basketball squad, Coach Cabral Huff. And Coach Huff, thank you for joining me for the next couple of minutes here.
No problem. Sitting here watching some basketball.
Yeah, I want to give you put the analyst hat on you. What do you see in this first half? What do the Lady Tigers need to do to get back into this ball game against a tough Allen squad?
They've got to make shots. I don't know what their shooting percentage is right now, but they've gotten to spots they want to get to right at the rim. They've got to make those opportunities count. And then they've got to limit the second chance opportunities. They will get the initial stop on Allen on the defensive end, but Allen will get the second chance opportunity with an offensive rebound. If they can change those two things, they can make a run because they had a chance where they cut it a little bit right before halftime. Now, I think if they can come out this third quarter and do that, then we can have us a ball game here.
Now, also, you look at Allen. On a 5-game winning streak, and you can see it here how they playing in the first half. They played with a lot of intensity. It looked like they were just stepping in front of every pass that Voorhees was doing. How can Voorhees can slow that kind of tempo down and play Voorhees basketball?
I think we got sped up a little bit, allowed our guards to try to throw crosses cross court. They just got to slow down, control the pace, make the right decision. If they can do those things, they can beat the press. You know, Coach Allen has done a great job in the second year. I think they're near the top of the SIAC standings. So this is an opportunity for us at Voorhees to take advantage of playing them and coming out with a W. And it's going to start with the first few minutes of this third quarter.
Well, we'll see what happens in the first few minutes of the third quarter. But now, switching things up, of course, your team had a big victory last night. We do right now scheduled to have a game tomorrow, but we know that the status is up in the air right now. What can you say as far as the latest thing about the status of the game tomorrow?
Right now, we're still scheduled to play at 7 o'clock. Fisher, who's all the way from Boston, is having some travel issues. So right now, we're still scheduled to play. They're supposed to let us know tonight. If we can't do it tomorrow, we'll definitely get it done this weekend playing.
So what you're saying here, we will play them eventually.
Right.
But we don't know necessarily the date, depending on what their situation is.
If they can't get out for whatever reason tonight, because it's a long trip from Boston to Denmark, South Carolina.
Yes, it is.
So if they can't get out tonight, we probably won't play tomorrow, but whether it's Saturday or Sunday, we'll have a game.
Now, of course, I've seen the team out here doing the shoot around a little bit earlier. What do you feel about this team? Because this team moving forward, once again, as I mentioned to you a lot of times, that this team feels much different than what the teams from the past was. So how does this team right now, and how are they reacting now to what you're instilling to them?
They understand the importance of team and buying into one another, playing for the brother next to them, and defending. We talk about it after every game. We're only going to be as good as how well we defend. When we buy into those things, we're a hard team to beat. And we're getting more comfortable with each other. If you look at not just our point totals the last few games, you can see how we're starting to gel. So I think understanding it's conference time.
Yes, it is.
It's conference time. So every game matters. Not saying every other game didn't matter before now, but these games really matter because we want to be in that conference tournament.
Well, Coach, thank you so very much for joining me here at halftime. Hey, you need to do some analysts more often. How about that?
I think I'll stick around. What about that?
That's fine. All right, stay with us right here as we have the second half coming up between the Lady Tigers of Voorhees and the Lady Yellow Jackets of Allen. So stay with us right here. You're watching Lady Tigers basketball on our YouTube page and Facebook. Stay with us for the second half. All right, as we start the second half, Allen will have, no, not anymore, as the ball goes out of bounds. And Voorhees will have first possession of the second half. And it's still. So Allen's starting just like they did in the first half. stepping in front of Voorhees passes and points off of turnovers. And that was Bethea there with the shot, and it's 41-15. Now another steal.
And those are those unforced turnovers we can't have if we're going to get back in this game.
Parker comes away with the ball. 41-15 is our score. As we're coming up on the 9-minute mark in the third quarter. Here's Ford. We have a whistle away from the play. Starting for Voorhees in the second half, we have Ford. We also have Ty Bunkley, Parker. As Card comes in, Parker did start, but Parker's on the bench now. And also coming in, Elisa Herder, number 20. Here's Carl, too hard off the glass. Another opportunity. Here's
Good
Carl.
moves.
Good move, but
That's
too
another
strong.
one of those opportunities we've got to make right at that basket.
Coming the other way, bounce pass inside.
Good
Oh,
block.
nice block. Bunkley comes away with the block. Here comes Ford. Ford takes it all away. She draws the foul. And she pops right back up as the clock stops with 8 minutes and 38 seconds to go.
That's that extra effort that we saw from Voorhees right there that's going to get us back in the ball game. It gives us an opportunity to push the ball up the floor, have numbers, an opportunity to get easy buckets.
Bethea was called for the foul. So Ford at the line shooting 2.
You know, most teams that provide pressure don't like pressure the other way.
No.
So let's see if Ford can make this free throw, what kind of pressure the women's team can place on Allen coming back down the floor.
2 for 2 at the line goes Ford. Diamond Bullard comes in for the Lady Tigers. 8 minutes and 38 seconds to go. If you're watching us right now, I'm Clarence Jones along with the head coach for the Tigers. We got Cabral Huff here, guest analyst.
That's that turnover we needed right there with the pressure versus a team that likes the pressure. And as you see early, Coach Glover's kind of going offense, defense right now.
Mm-hmm. Bringing in Ford. You know, I'm impressed with the fact that Allen can go so deep in the bench with wholesale changes.
5 in and 5 out.
It's almost unheard of now in today's basketball.
It used to be a time everyone was doing it. I think that probably means she conditions her young women pretty well to be able to do that because they do like to press a lot. So that probably has something to do with it.
So as we have a foul. So a foul.
That's a big foul on Herder to have to lose her so early in this third.
Right.
Picking up her third foul.
So at the line shooting, Jazim Bethea. Bethea so far with 2 points on the evening. 41-17 is our score. Allen on top. We're 8 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. And by the way, Bethea has 4 points. Now 5 points. 42-17 is our score as we're coming up on the 8-minute mark.
There you go. Simple basketball.
Bunkley almost lost control. Need to find somebody. And instead, it's a steal there by Bethea. Carl tried to steal the ball back. But once again, Allen forcing another turnover.
Points off turnovers are going to be a key statistic that we're going to see when this game ends and how many points Allen has off points off turnovers.
Here's the shot in the lane. No good. Ball knocked around. Rebound. Put back. Nolan is good.
2 things we mentioned at halftime. Second chance opportunities, not turning the ball over, have not gone our way this second half so far.
44-17 is our score. Here's Inga. So Kokla, Carl, almost a steal there. Bounce pass. And now it's still by Newbill. As we're coming up on the 7-minute mark left in the third quarter, 44-19 is our score. Voorhees down to Allen.
You just got to keep chopping. Keep chopping. There you go.
Count it! And one! Good play there by Ford, the leading scorer for the Lady Tigers. So the foul is called on Boxley. That's her second, team's third of the quarter. And right now we have substitutions coming in. Marshall coming in for the first time. Marshall had a good game last night.
She did. And I think you're going to see some great things. You know, Ford's a freshman, and what she's done so far in her first season here. I think the sky's the limit for her, how much better she can even become here.
As Ford will step to the line. And as I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, Ford is going to be, I think, one of the key people moving forward for the next couple of years as a Lady Tiger.
I would agree, being one of Coach Glover's primary ball handlers, a leader, even as a freshman, being able to make plays for him when he needs to, just like the play she just made.
44-22 is our score. Boy, he's down, but they're trying to battle back here. And that's a good defense causing the turnover.
So we've just got to keep chopping. If we can go in the fourth somewhere between a 12 and a 10-point lead, hopefully, we've got ourselves a ball game.
6 minutes and 41 seconds to go in the third quarter, and plus you have all of the fourth quarter to go. If you chop the wood little by little.
Little by little. That's got to be the mindset of these young ladies. Can't get it all back at one time.
Right. Here's Ford. Gives it up. Here's Newbill. Short. Marshall with the rebound. Put back. No good. Newbill too strong. Ball knocked around. Picked up by Parker. Parker cross-court pass.
Make that.
Tie. Open.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
Bunkley. Her first three-pointer of the evening, and it's 44-25.
If she can get hot, this thing gets interesting.
Wholesale changes getting ready to happen for the Allen players. Coming up on 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Straightaway three-pointer on the way. Rainbow three is no good. Our second opportunity, put back up, is good.
Got to control that glass.
But they...
Long jump shots, creating long rebounding opportunities.
46-25 is our score. 5 minutes and 41 seconds to go. As a whole new set of five comes back in for Allen. 5 minutes and 41 seconds to go. And one thing, Coach Glover, he can go deep in his bench if he wants to. But right now, I think he's confident on who he's playing so far.
Right.
Ford unable to hit.
She's getting right to where she wants to go. Anytime you can get a guard, they can get right to that sweet spot, to the lane. It's hard to stop. It's hard for you to corral that. I know on our side, we don't want any middle, and I'm pretty sure Allen's coach is saying she's getting exactly where she wants to go every time.
Hope is called for the foul. That's her second. 46-25, exactly 5.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. The game where Voorhees got off to the slow start. Allen got off to the quicker start, but now Voorhees trying to battle back as Ford hits the second. It is now 46-26. Little pressure. Attacking the basket is fair. Unable to hit. Here comes Parker. Parker out in front of the front court. Buckley. Oh, she was fouled.
Yes.
And she'll get 3 attempts from the charity stripe.
When we can control the glass, it allows us to push the basketball and get opportunities like that where she can get more open looks.
So the foul for the second, as Bunkley will be at the line shooting 3.
One of the big things is when you can get points on the board when the time is off and you're trying to come back. It's always a good thing.
And this is where they say your free throws make them count here.
Yes. And right now, the foul count is in our favor if we can continue to push and attack them on the offensive end.
Ty Buckley calmly drains all three, and it's now 46-29. Allen on top, but once again, Voorhees battling back. Here's Ford. Gives it up to Bunkley. Bunkley falls down, and a foul is called. And some of the players off the Allen bench do not agree with that call.
Sometimes when you play an aggressive style, officials automatically think there's a foul sometimes. Not saying I'm mad about it.
Right. But if you're the coach on the other side, you may be a little hot.
A little hot.
A little hot. Once again, we'd like to thank everybody that's commenting in our comment section at our YouTube page and also Facebook Live as I go in and see. I appreciate it, Michael Watkins, for the good comments. I appreciate that. We try to do as clean of the broadcast as we can. Also, shout out to some of the Yellow Jackets fans who are also in the comment section.
We've got to make sure the Yellow Jacket fans understand that this used to be a real rivalry when we were in the same conference.
Yes. This was a once very heated rivalry. And you know what? In some ways, it's still a heated rivalry, even though these teams does not play on the regular like that anymore, like they used to, like it was conference, as that three-pointer is up and good for fair. But still, anytime Allen comes into town and vice versa, there's a sense of still that rivalry still there. Marshall unable to hit. It's 51-31.
We need to get a stop here because we had cut it and she hit a big three.
Fair.
She hit another big three.
My goodness, Fair is not playing fair right now.
It's not.
And another steal and a putback it in. Holy cow, what is going on here?
That's an 8-point swing.
56-31. Allen on top. Newbill along the baseline gives it up to IG and she puts it in. It is 56-33.
She walked.
Lady Tigers will have possession with 3 minutes and 53 seconds to go. Clarence Jones, along with the head coach of the Voorhees Tigers, Coach Cabral Huff, guest analysis here this evening. And also I have my statistician as well, Kaya Jarvis here in the place. I appreciate her for her first half analogies. And we have a whistle away.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah. That was a tough one.
One thing as a coach, you just want it consistent.
Right. And when it's not consistent, then that's when you jump up from the seat.
Like we've seen that screen and it hasn't been called all night.
Yeah, until now.
Right.
Until now. So we're now 3 minutes and 35 seconds to go. 56-33 is our score. Voorhees down, but trying to battle back. Step back three-pointer on the way. It is too hard off the glass. Carl comes away with the rebound. Forward up the court, it goes to Parker. Parker gives it up to a teammate. Carl can't hit. Back comes Allen. Up the front court it goes. And that's an easy two there for Redden. Redden has 4 points and it's 58-33. Voorhees down to Allen.
We're getting ready for another wholesale change here in a minute. And sometimes that last shot wasn't a bad shot by Voorhees. It's just You get long jump shots sometimes. Sometimes it's hard spacing wise to get back. Big shot right there.
Parker,
We needed that.
As Parker hits the three, that's her first three-pointer of the evening, and it's 58-36. Voorhees is down. The other way, three-pointer on the way is
Gotta
no
get that
good.
rebound.
Second chance opportunity for Allen, and they make it pay. Pope with the deuce. And it's 60-36. Coming up on 2:10 remaining here in the third quarter. Almost a lazy pass there. Ty, nice
Good
pass.
extra pass.
Ravenel puts it in for her first 2 points of the evening, and it's 60-38. Voorhees down to Allen. Here's Fair, who had a couple of three-point shots go in. This time, that shot doesn't go in. Voorhees coming back. Minute 45
So you're
to
able
go.
to attack easily and just got to make buckets. And I think she may be cramping.
Yep. As we go up the court, ball goes out of bounds. Ford is still down. Hopefully she is all right. But as you said, Coach, it looked like a case of the cramps going on here.
And, you know, it's a little bit warmer.
Right.
You know, that weather change and playing back-to-back. This, as you said, an NBA schedule.
The NBA schedule, yes.
And she plays a lot of minutes.
Uh-huh. And she's going to be vital down the course of this season, coming down the home stretch here. Ford is up, and that's good to see that she's walking under her own power.
I'm hoping it's just a cramp. That's what it looks like. Our medical staff will try to get her back on the court if possible.
So with a minute and 37 seconds to go, Allen with a 60-38 lead.
You know, we wanted it to be at about 14-12, but if it can be under 20 going into the fourth, we've seen crazier things happen.
Yes.
Especially in games like this. You hear the crowd right now. It's still electric in here now.
Yeah, well, yes, it is. And not only that, remember, basketball is one of those sports that you could be down by 25, and then the next thing you know, you're up by 10.
Momentum switches real quick.
Here's Parker getting the screen from Newbill. Carl at the top of the key. Gives it off to Parker. Under 10 seconds left in the shot clock. Newbill with 5 seconds, passes out, wide open, can't hit. Ravenel gets the rebound. Ravenel puts it back up.
Strong rebound right there. Strong rebound. Got to get a stop right here, and can we get that ball back and cut it under 20?
So right now it's 60-40, Allen on top. Let's see if Voorhees can hold here. Wide open for a three. No good.
We got the stop we needed.
So now here's Parker. Cross-court pass. Newbill. Ravenel in the lane. Puts it up. Count it and one.
There we go.
Ravenel, welcome back. That's what they exactly needed.
You've now got another 20-point mark. She makes the free throw. You're at 17. Can you close the half with a stop?
So Ravenel will be at the line to try to put the exclamation point on the three-point play. Harden picks up the foul, and that is her first. And the team is already over the foul limit for this quarter. So Ravenel at the line shooting. Oh, I see what she's trying to do. She missed on purpose so IG could try to hit. No good. The clock has not started. Now it starts.
I will tell you what I've seen from all groups.
That shot no good.
That was an early shot from Allen there that I don't know if Coach wanted that because we can cut this thing to 15 if we hit a three.
Right.
But what I was saying about Allen before is they do a great job of making an extra pass, and that's why they've hit some of those open threes tonight.
And right now, Voorhees trying to cut in on this lead. 10 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Here's Parker. Parker with 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Parker, somebody got to put it up. Step back three. Front rims it, but it was almost there. They gave her the look. So that's the end of the third quarter with the score. Voorhees down 60-42 to Allen, as we have a fourth quarter coming up right here. So stay right with us right here on our YouTube page and also our Facebook Live page. Thank you so very much for tuning in, and also the comments as well. I think we have a viewer that's watching us all the way from Texas.
the
Yes,
great
from
state
Texas,
of Texas.
the great state of Texas. So just want to thank everybody for commenting, and as we get this game going. Once again, a programming note. As far as right now, as we know, Coach, for those people that just joining us, we do have news as far as with the game Friday. The game is supposed to be scheduled for Friday at 7 p.m., but of course, Fisher right now having some traveling difficulties. So the game against Fisher will still happen, but may not happen Friday. It may be pushed back to Sunday.
Correct.
But we'll let you know more about that tomorrow. And of course, Coach, you'll let us know, and we'll let the public know when to tune in.
If I get news during the game, I'll let you know.
Okay. Breaking news. I like that.
Breaking news during the fourth quarter. Hopefully, not while we're making a run to come take this lead.
As we start the fourth quarter, Allen will have possession. 60-42 is our score. For those of you just tuning in, Allen on top. Allen trying to extend their win streak to 6 games. Meanwhile, Voorhees trying to extend their winning streak to 3 games. And the whistle, 3-second violation.
Turnover.
So a 3-second violation. So here's Glover's version of somewhat
right.
of
running 3 in and 3 out.
Yeah.
Just not 5.
Just not 5.
He may not be ready for the 5.
Not yet. But you know what? It is interesting that you mentioned that I would say about 20 years ago or something. That's when it was kind of more popular with the 5 going in, 5 going out.
Even 20 years ago, more people were pressing than they are now.
Right. And the rules changed too.
Very true.
Parker for
That's
3.
A big shot.
Can't hit.
It looked good coming out of hand.
Under 9.5 minutes to go. They go inside. Ravenel with the good defense. Denying the shot there. Up the court. Here's Buckley. Buckley to the basket and good.
Got it to 16 right now.
60-44 is our score, and you have 9 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. 60-44 is our score.
See, that screen right there is the same one they called the foul on earlier. I don't like that. Be consistent.
Yeah, right. Shots up, no good. The putback is no good.
That's got to be a jump.
And finally, they called the jump ball. But Allen will still remain with. No, they'll call it for the Lady Tigers.
They never changed the arrow over there, so it's got to be Voorhees basketball.
Carl comes back in for Parker. 8 minutes and 44 seconds to go in the ball game. 60-44 is our score. Voorhees down, and a nice steal there by Allen. Coming back up the court, this is Campbell. Gives it up, down low, putting up a shot, trying to draw the foul. No, once, twice, no.
Come on,
Third
you got
time,
to get a rebound.
no. And we'll have a whistle finally. The long arms of Maddox.
When you're fighting back, you can't give up 3 offensive rebounds in a row. I know it's tough. You know, she's a beast out there, but we've got to get that rebound.
So at the line shooting 2 will be Aaliyah Maddox. She's a 6'3" junior out of Kaya's hometown, Atlanta, Georgia. You know, I had this conversation earlier about how many suburb areas are in Atlanta, Georgia. Well, you got Snellville.
What's that song? You're not from Atlanta or whatever it is.
Yeah,
there are a lot of them. There are a lot of them.
Speaking of which, I got to give a shout out to my sister and my brother who are watching from another suburb of Atlanta, Lawrenceville,
where Hector Rosario resides.
Right. I knew you was on point, Coach. I knew you was on point. Here's
Here we
Ford,
go. Make a bucket. Make a bucket.
and she's blocked there by Maddox, but Voorhees will still have possession. Voorhees trying to cut in on this lead right now. It's 60-44. Here's Carl. Off glass is good.
8 minutes, and it's a 14-point lead.
And they cutting it down. At one point, it was a 21-point lead. Here's a three-pointer on the way. No good. All of a sudden, Allen is becoming cold behind that three-point line.
If this game gets under 10, you can see Allen get pretty tight.
Here's Ravenel.
Oh,
wide open at the corner.
Three.
Big three for Ty. No.
Offensive rebound, though.
Another opportunity for Voorhees. Oh, tried to
That was not a kick ball.
That should have been, but it wasn't called. Coming up on 7.5 minutes to go. Here's Ford.
See, that missed kick ball means it didn't reset the shot clock, which means we probably don't get that happening like that.
And back the other end, it caused a two-pointer on the other end. As the two-pointer there by English. That's her first 2 points of the evening. And another steal. This time, Alicia. Oh, no. Ball still free. Now Allen picks it back up. Here's a shot put in. Good there for Campbell. So Campbell puts it up and in. And quickly a timeout taken here with 7 minutes and 6 seconds to go. Allen back on top, 64-46.
You've got to wonder if the pressure from Allen has impacted us because we played last night. No matter the score of last night's game,
right?
But the pace of the game, having to play back-to-back, and the pressure that Allen has consistently placed on us from the beginning of the game, how that has impacted our young women.
And then I was discussing that as far as because it's unusual especially for a college team to go back-to-back. Now, I can understand tournament time. That's a different story altogether. But regular season-wise, it's kind of unheard of to have a college team, whether it be men or women, to play back-to-back.
Now we've done it.
Yes, of course.
to prepare us for the tournament. But this wasn't one that Coach Glover prepared for. Right. It was a situation due to COVID, because of Morris last night, having to move that game that placed us in this situation. But adversity only builds you. Right. I think that's what Coach Glover's trying to preach to his young women right now. Keep fighting, keep cutting, and let's try to get out of here with a win.
Carl, that's off. Here comes Allen. This is Bethea. Bounce pass inside. We'll have a whistle.
I probably don't need to say anything about whistles because they might hear my comments, but
be careful.
There have been harder fouls tonight than that one.
All right, all right. You know they say a hot mic. You gotta be careful when you have a hot mic.
I love officials. They're so great. We appreciate them.
Good comeback, sir. Good comeback. Coming up on 6.5 minutes to go, three-pointer from the corner. It is no good. Parker comes away with the rebound for Voorhees.
We need a bucket here. We need a bucket because we're right at about the 6-minute mark.
Nice pass. Newbill, too strong.
How many of those have we not capitalized on in this game? I think that's something Coach Glover will go back and look at. That and the offensive rebounding and the turnovers.
Newbill comes away with that rebound as we are coming up on the 6-minute mark. 64-46 is our score. Voorhees down to Allen. Parker spots up for three. No good. Newbill comes away with it. Bunkley tries a hand at a three. That's another air ball as ball goes out of bounds. Voorhees will still have possession.
I'm not looking at the stats, but she's only made one tonight. I think that's another key factor. When she's shooting the ball well, right, it presents another avenue for us as a team.
You know what? and I compare her to like Terrell Wyndham.
Yes.
When Wyndham is hot, Voorhees is one of the most unbeatable squads in college basketball. As Newbill puts it in, and a quick timeout taken by Coach Glover.
It's not undoable. It's 16 with 5:44 left.
And then not only that, you never know, because when it comes to streaky shooters, they can be off. Then the last 5 minutes of the ball game, they hit everything. Everything falls in.
This game could change if Voorhees can get 3 stops in a row. And you talk about Bunkley getting hot, and she hits 3 threes in a row. So that's 9, and you've cut a 16-point lead down. That changes everything.
That changes everything. And also, it almost changed the psyche of Allen, because now he was once comfortable.
Right.
But if Voorhees gets back in it now, you mentally, it gets into you now that you have to hold on to the lead. And if you're trying to play to just hold on to the lead, mental mistakes start happening.
The one thing you can say, though, about Coach Glover's team is that, early in that, sometime in that second quarter, it was about a 28, 29-point lead, and these young women have kept fighting to have a chance to try to come away with a victory. And you get a turnover right there.
Traveling violation in the backcourt by Bethea. So here's Voorhees with the extra possession to try to make something happen.
There's that one stop we talked about.
Bunkley throws it in to Parker. Parker picks up her dribble, puts it up. I think she thought she would have drawn a foul or something, but that didn't happen. 5.5 minutes to go. Whoa, nice play to the basket by Bethea.
That's a great move.
Yes, it was. And it's now an 18-point lead. Ford for 3. And now all of a sudden, Voorhees becoming a little bit cold from behind the 3-point line. 5 minutes and 11 seconds to go.
I think that's been a big difference. I think if we look at the 3-point shooting percentage of both teams, that's going to be a big in favor of Allen.
So here's Bunkley as she throws it in. To Parker. Not a backcourt violation.
Might have got away with one there.
And that's why I say not a backcourt violation.
Right.
Here's Ford. And we have a foul. Well, they got away with a couple of things tonight, the kickball.
Right.
There was a couple of fouls where, as you as a coach may say, hey, what about, Kokla comes back in. Carl will come out for Voorhees. 4 minutes and 54 seconds remaining in the ball game. Oh, and this time a bad pass over the head of Ford. So Allen will have possession. As we go into the comment section, we have Ivana Tolan. Says, way to go, Coach Tolan. Coach Tolan has done an excellent job, and she's only her second year with Allen.
Like I said, they're at the top of the SIAC and standings on the women's side. If I'm not mistaken, I believe she's from North South Carolina.
Right.
Has some of her family here at the game tonight.
Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, the alma mater that she's part of, she was just named to the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Yeah, class of 2021. The shot put up, no good. Newbill comes away with the boards. 4.5 minutes to go here. The ball game where Voorhees trying to battle back down to 66-48. Here's Kokla, gives it off to Newbill. Newbill puts it in. So Newbill, that's a third of field goal, and it's now a 16-point lead for Allen at 66-50. 3-point on the way is no good.
Need this bucket right here.
Parker gives it off to Ford. Ford attacks the basket, draws the foul.
Clock stops. Can you make the free throws count?
And now with 3 minutes and 52 seconds to go, this is why the coaches have y'all at the line shooting at least 50 free throws before it's all over.
Pressure free throws in practice. You know, another thing that's interesting is if this game gets a little closer, or even as we draw in this last 3:52, do we see another wholesale change, or does Coach for Allen stay with this 5?
And that'll be interesting, but I will say this. If Voorhees can draw even down to 10 points, I think you'll see one more wholesale change. Carl checks back in for Voorhees. Meanwhile, Ford goes out. So let's see if Voorhees can get a turnover here.
Well, I guess my question to my the answer to my question is coming right now.
Right.
That's
at least
4
out of 5.
4 coming in.
Yeah. Shot, no good. Here come Voorhees.
We get a bucket here. It's 12.
Uh-huh.
Foul.
Well, they
and
call
one.
a travel. No,
Oh.
they call a travel violation. I see Carl. Carl wanted to draw the foul, but she took too many steps just before that foul occurred. So 3 minutes and 28 seconds to go. Another, 4 out of 5 comes in for Allen. You know, I'm glad this game is not called on the radio because I'd have had to say all the names all the time.
Right.
Here's a 3-pointer on the way by Fair. It's no good, in and out. Bunkley comes away with the
Interesting
rebound.
that Allen's not taking more time off the shot clock with a 14-point lead with about 3 remaining.
Parker along the baseline. Can't hit. Newbill, rebound. Bounce past to Parker. Oh, Parker should have took that. Instead, 3-pointer on the way is good.
I'll take the 3 over the 2.
Ty Bunkley with the 3-pointer. That's her second 3 of the evening.
It's 11.
And a turnover.
And our ball.
We'll see what happens here. This could be something big. Maybe if we could get that Jaguar power. Because remember, the Jaguars were down 27 points before they came back and won.
Correct.
And
with the quarterback that threw 4 interceptions in the first half.
Lawrence.
Yeah.
Yes. Trevor Lawrence. Let's see what happens here. Trap in the backcourt, and we'll have a timeout taken by Coach Glover. With 2 minutes and 35 seconds to go, 66-55. And imagine this, ladies and gentlemen. At one time, it was, close to a 30-point lead at one time.
Late in that second quarter, and these young women have left it out on the floor to battle back. Like I said, to put themselves in a position to hopefully win this ball game.
And now, if you was coaching that team, if you was coaching the Lady Tigers, what are you telling the Lady Tigers what they need to do here in these last few minutes?
We've got to execute and get good opportunities at the rim, but then it's about the other end. Can we get stops? And at some time, at some moment, we're going to have to figure out who we may have to foul if we can't get a turnover. So all those things you're trying to talk about, but right now it's about what can we run offensively to get us a bucket right here to cut this thing under 10.
Big possession here for the Lady Tigers. Let's see if they can make good on it. This is Ford. Gives it up to Carl. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. They go inside. Here's Inga. Can't hit. Loose ball picked up by Allen. A trap and a steal. Carl puts it up.
There you go. You're down to 9. You're down to 9.
Under single digits now.
And they turned it over.
There it goes. Defensive mistake. Get a little pressure. Here we go. 2 minutes and 6 seconds to go. 66-57. Newbill comes out.
The roof would go off this place if we made a 3 right now.
Oh, yes. And we have the right personnel to hit a 3.
Here it comes.
There she goes.
Oh.
Ball. Down the lane. Yes.
Here we go. Down to 7. Down to 7.
66-59. Under 2 minutes to go. Don't go away, folks. This could be a very exciting ending. 145.
And a steal.
Here comes Ford.
And
Ford puts it up.
That should have been an and one right there.
And it's now a 5-point Allen lead at 66-61.
She missed it.
Too hard. Oh, my goodness.
Here we go. We've got ourselves a game.
Here's Ford. Gives it up to Bunkley. 1:15 to go. Oh, Ford. Step back. That was blocked.
Got a
Picked up
rebound.
by Carl. Too hard off the glass.
I mean,
Up the court it goes. 1 minute to go. The 5-point Allen lead at 66-61. At one point in time, Allen was up by 28 points.
you've got to admire the fight in these young women and what
Indeed.
Coach Glover kept instilling in them.
Indeed. Turnover. So right now, Voorhees will have to calm down.
If
And
it's
get a
not
good
an
shot.
open three, you want to get a quick bucket. And I think Coach Glover's thinking the same thing by calling that timeout right there. So he can get what he wants offensively and what he wants defensively afterwards.
Right. Because right now, to think about it, you only have maybe 1 or 2 possessions left.
Correct.
And if you could get a quick, now, would you tell your team, we have 41 seconds to go, would you tell your team that you need to put up a shot within a 10-second range, or is that
You would like
discussed?
to. You want to try to get a quick 2, especially since tonight we haven't shot the 3 very well. So you want to try to get a quick 2, which now cut it to 3. If you can get it, a shot and a bucket under 10, then now lets you play with that with the shot clock and time remaining a little bit. But you're probably going to have to foul after a bucket regardless.
Right. And right now, honestly, they do have fouls to give.
Right. Now, that's a bad thing in this particular situation.
Yeah.
Because now you're going to have to continue to foul. And every time you have to continue to foul, it's going to take time off that clock. It's the good and the bad of playing good defense sometimes without fouling.
Right. So the good thing right now, the ball would be pushed up to the Voorhees side of the court, so they do not have to bring it up the length of the court.
Lance, you do know the women's game is still the only game where you can advance the ball, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Here's Ford along the baseline.
That's got to be a
knocked
foul.
away. No call. They'll let him play. Voorhees need a turnover here.
We need the foul. We need the foul.
The foul is finally called with 21.3 seconds to go. So Ford picks up her first.
And this is that
T4.
situation I'm talking about. So now we've got to foul 2 more times.
Oh, near steal there by Inga. Clock has not started. Now it starts.
Oh, kicked off her leg.
Off the leg, and it's Voorhees basketball. How about that?
You can just see Ford is giving everything she has.
Right. A total team effort here, and they got to go. They don't have too much time. Parker can't dribble it too much. Parker puts up the 3.
Oh, big 3. Big 3.
Parker hits the 3.
Foul, they got a foul.
It's a 2-point game, and the foul is called. 10 seconds to go. How about that? Allen, timeout.
No one would have imagined about 30 minutes ago what this score was.
I think you're a good luck charm, Coach.
Coach Glover's gonna want me up there every game now.
Well, you can't, because you got other obligations now, you know what I mean? But we do appreciate you. Or maybe Saturday?
Maybe so.
Maybe so.
Especially if we have a game change. Saturday may be a very good option.
Hey, good option. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
I'll keep that in mind. With 10.5 seconds to go, 66-64. Allen has not scored a bucket in about 4 minutes.
Very interesting. And what is she calling right now? Number 1, to get the ball in, and number 2, to get it to one of her best free throw shooters. Now, we've got to foul 2 more times before they go to the line, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. And remember this, those pressure free throws.
They matter now.
Oh, yeah.
Don't give up anything going to the rim, ladies.
So I throw it in. 9 seconds. Quick foul by Parker.
You know, I hate to say it, but a couple of missed calls on one end, now the kickball.
Are we going back to that, sir? Is it something
Every
to do with
play
the refs?
matters.
I thought you loved the refs, though.
I do. I love it.
So,
This crew has done a great job.
right. So at the line shooting will be Destiny Jameson Whitfield.
So there are a couple of questions here of how many timeouts does Coach Glover have left, especially in this 1-on-1 situation.
Right. So the crowd into it right now. Whitfield hits the first.
This is the free throw that matters here.
One of our watchers, Michael Watkins, has said that the coach just brought us some luck.
I appreciate it.
Whitfield hits the second. So 2 big free throws.
Gotta score quick. Gotta score.
Look up. Oh, and that's a big, big turnover. With 3 seconds to go. And it'll still belong to Allen with 2.9 seconds to go. Heartbreaking loss, but when you look at it in totality, Voorhees was down big time.
Being down as much as you were, playing a Division II school,
right?
That has to say something. I know you don't want to lose a ball game, but it has to say something to your young women when they get back to conference play or get back to playing NAIA schools.
Oh, just a little bit of pushing and shoving there. But that's it. After a hard, intense fourth game, I know the Lady Tigers, they are a bit upset. And Allen, they are going back into the locker room. So I guess there will be no handshaking
No
here.
handshake tonight.
No handshake tonight. Instead, Voorhees, they'll wait till the Allen team gets back into the locker room, then they'll head back themselves. But the final score, Allen wins it 68-64. But you know what? When you have an intense game like this,
you're going to have moments like that.
Yeah.
And I think it's a great learning situation for our young women. Not put yourself down in that situation so many points.
Right.
Because if that was a closer game, what now happens in these last moments? They had to expend so much energy to get back in this game.
Right.
But also in that moment right there, like, they got to understand if a situation happens right there, they can now knock them out for Saturday's game and for conference game next week when we're on the road, and that's not what we need.
Right.
And I'm sure Allen's coach is saying the same thing.
Right. So Allen now, with this victory, they extend their winning streak to 6 games in a row. Meanwhile, Voorhees, they stopped their winning streak at 2 games in a row. But one thing about this, I would say, NBA schedule, they don't have to linger on this loss.
They don't.
Because within 48 hours, they have to get back on this court and try to get back on the winning things.
Correct. And you heard the fans, our fans, giving our girls a great round of applause for their effort going back to the locker room. And I think they can take that and they can learn from this and they can build from this. I think you had 2 great teams out here tonight playing hard, competitive, intense basketball. And that's always great to see.
Yeah, it's always great to see. But unfortunately, Tiger fans, Tiger Nation, they come up about 4 points short. But if you tuned in since the beginning, then you're wondering how the heck that they get this close back. Mm-hmm. But again, it's like, I guess that Rocky mentality.
Yeah.
That you're not completely out.
Right.
You can always come back in the late rounds and make it a good game. And that's exactly what the Lady Tigers did.
They did. Hats off to them. Again, if you look at it, I think Coach Glover's going to look at the stat sheet. And we didn't make a lot of threes. We probably turned it over more than we would have liked. gave up some offensive rebounds. If you cut down on those things, we're probably walking out of here with a W.
Right. But
In spite of it all.
in spite of it all, how about that? And even with some of the, I'll say it, questionable ref calls.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't have to know what I'm talking about. I'll just mention it.
Right.
You know, you can nod your head, yes or no. Don't worry. We're not on camera, not yet. but yeah, there was some questionable calls. But at the same time, still, you have to give it up to the Lady Tigers that they didn't let the questionable calls get them down.
No.
They still battled back as hard as they possibly can, but they just once again come up 4 points short at 68-64. Okay, we'll have the post-game show coming up, so make sure you stay with us. We'll have a interview with Coach Glover to talk about this game, and we'll get you set for the next broadcast. Also, want to let you know, as far as programming goes, we are supposed to have the men's game tomorrow night at 7 p.m., but due to some traveling issues by Fisher, it may not happen on Friday night. So the game might be pushed to Sunday afternoon, probably at 1 o'clock, you would say?
If we have to move the game, it would definitely be on Sunday at 1.
At 1? Okay. So we'll let everybody know about the situation, and but either way, we are still going to play Fisher, so that game has not been canceled, not at all. We might just have to push it back, but you know what, in this post-COVID era now,
Everything is fluid.
Everything is fluid.
I mean, I saw a Division I game last night get postponed only because one team had COVID and they didn't have enough players to play due to the injuries and COVID.
Wow.
As much as we think we're out of this thing, we're not.
Nah, we're not at all. And you see, Morris, they yesterday they had to dress out only 7 players
Right.
for the women's squad. So COVID and other situations, Mother Nature can can take effect, and
we are in the midst of winter, so we never know.
We never know.
In about less than a month, we've got to travel to DC and
right. And we don't know.
See.
Yeah, it might be a snowstorm.
Right.
You might be in the middle of a snowstorm. So we'll see. But stay with us, folks, as we'll have the post-game show, as we will continue with the post-game show. And Coach Edward Glover will come out. And I know Glover might be in there for a little bit to just calm down his troops.
Right.
So we'll give him a little extra time to breathe. But right now, we do have the men's head coach, Coach Cabral Huff, here with us in the post-game show. So we'll pick his brain a little bit. But stay with us as we'll come back and we'll have more of the post-game show. You are watching Lady Tigers basketball on our YouTube page and Facebook. We'll be right back.
When you think about Voorhees University, think efficiency, effectiveness, and innovation. Know that we are even more mission-focused, student-centered, and data-driven. We are serving students better, creating more opportunities for service learning, and making the campus an ideal environment for teaching and learning and campus life. During the spring and summer months, we improved structures and landscaping totaling $3.5 million. We upgraded residence halls, repaired major systems on campus, replaced roofs, and conducted historic preservation work on the oldest building on campus, the Booker T. Washington Building. You can see pole signs that adorn the campus and take the Voorhees presence to downtown Denmark. Perhaps most importantly, students can take advantage of new majors in environmental science, hospitality and tourism management, and emergency management. We have 19 online degrees and a graduate degree in teaching and learning, with one concentration in education systems improvement and another in PK-12 education. Yes, we have something for everyone. We are planning facilities that will enhance student life and increase our reach into the community through the Becoming Beloved Community Initiative. Academic excellence and student success, talent acquisition, leverage and leadership, and accountability, stability, and sustainability. It is a great day to be at Voorhees University. We are happy that you are here to move with us to the next level of excellence.
at the Dawson Center as we have the post game show. Right now, I'm Clarence Jones, along with our director and producer, Curtis Sumner. And this was a highly contested game. Although in the beginning, Allen jumped out to a big lead, 20-7 at the end of the first quarter, but then that lead extended almost about 28 points midway through the second period, and it looked like for a minute that Voorhees was not going to come back into this game. But Curtis, this team, they came back out of nowhere, and they played intensity basketball. But if they would have had that same intensity in the first half, I honestly believe that the Lady Tigers would have pulled this game off tonight, just as Cabral Huff said on the broadcast.
Oh, definitely. What Coach Huff said, what you were saying was very true. So the team started out, you're down by almost 30.
Mhm.
You know, at that stage, your morale may start to shake some, but somehow in that near the end of the second quarter,
Mm.
they started to chip away at that lead just a little bit. I think they went into halftime. They felt a little better about it.
Mhm.
They felt, hey, we can play with them. We can run with them.
Mhm.
We're starting to feel our shots.
Right.
So we come back in the second half. Third quarter starts out, and they're running, they're gunning, they're hitting threes.
Right.
Defense turned up, got steals. Allen went a little cold, and the conditions just were there for the Lady Tigers tonight.
Right.
So
Right.
what you saw as we got into the fourth quarter, you saw that energy, that drive, that momentum just go and go and go until a point of where you literally erased pretty much a 30-point lead.
Right. Yeah.
And now you're within striking distance. What was like 2 points at one point.
Right.
You were only down by 2 points.
Right.
Some things didn't go right
Yeah.
in that last
Yeah, the
90
last-
seconds or
right,
so.
right.
You know,
And
the
then-
effort was amazing.
Yeah, the effort was amazing, but unfortunately, the end of the game, a little bit of black eye, as the two teams almost came to blows, but cooler heads prevailed. That's why while Curtis was talking, you may have seen in our over our shoulders that the team was running back and forth. And actually, Curtis, I gotta commend you. Thank you for stepping in at the last minute. Coach Edward Glover could not join us, although he is down there. But he is tending to his team because I guess he want to teach them more about discipline, and especially coming back, being down by that much. And he knew. And let me tell you something right now, folks. The Lady Tigers, talent-wise, I think matches up well with Allen. It's just the fact that Allen just jumped out to that big lead, and then you can attribute to anything. Voorhees was playing last night. Against Morris, so it's kind of unusual, especially during the regular season, to have a back-to-back games like that. So probably the energy wasn't as up in the first half as it was in the second half, because clearly in the second half, especially in that final quarter, they turned it up way up, like they finally woke up almost.
That's a good point. You know, sometimes it takes a minute for you to get your wind.
Mhm.
And I think maybe that was a part of it. Last night they ran so much
Right.
in that lopsided battle against Morris, and so maybe they did expand themselves or extend themselves a little too much last night, and so they came in tonight starting out a little slower than they needed to. And you're right, definitely showed.
Yeah, it definitely showed. But now the Lady Tigers, I know they're disappointed. First off, the 2-game winning streak is snapped, so now they have to get back on the winning side. Second, they knew, and I think it's going as they go back to their dorm rooms, they're gonna know deep down inside that they could have defeated the Yellow Jackets.
Oh,
If they could have defeated the Yellow Jackets. But hats off to Allen. They came out firing, guns blazing, and they got out to the big lead. And by the narrowest of margins, ladies and gentlemen, they escaped out of here with victory, 68-64. But in the stats sheets, you can see the efforts by Ford, Ford doing her thing, as well as Inga. She came alive in the second half. A lot of these players that was kind of quiet in the first half, Ty Bunkley, Inga, but they all came alive in the second half.
Right.
And again, if they had that same energy in the second half that they showed in the first half, definitely I think the Lady Tigers, it would have been a much different story. I'll just tell you that right now, okay?
Definitely.
But now the focus is now turned to Saturday. They do not have too much time to think about this loss, although they'll spend the rest of this night and probably part of tomorrow thinking about what could have been. But now you have to get this out of your system and prepare for Saturday afternoon's ball game, which, by the way, will tip off at 2 p.m. So we'll be here live once again. And also another programming note. So we do have official word from our athletics director, Charlene Johnson, that tomorrow night's game has been pushed back to Sunday at 1. Fisher, coming from Boston, having some travel difficulties, so they will not be here by tomorrow to face Voorhees. So instead, Fisher will be in later on Friday night because they do have a game Saturday. So they'll have to in Sumter. So they will have a back to back themselves coming up. So Sunday at 1 o'clock. So just set your time as Sunday at 1. And for those NFL fans, the games does not start until about 4 o'clock. So you good to go. You will not be conflicted by any NFL games. So you can watch this game. Okay. So I just want to let you know for all the football fans out there. So 1 o'clock once again. The men's Tigers will be on the court to take on Fisher College. We'll come on the air with coverage shortly before tip-off at 1 p.m. But Saturday, we will have the women's game at 2 p.m. So we'll have a weekend full of basketball. How about that? More work for us. How about it?
It's kind of unintentional.
Yeah.
This is the first Saturday, Sunday
Games
the
that we had,
season
yeah.
for us, and then
Yeah.
we've got at least one of those in February that we've got coming.
Yeah,
up,
the
so,
4th and the 5th.
Yeah.
So we have that coming. So once again, thank you, sir, for joining me at this last moment's notice. Once again, I want to give a shout out to Coach Glover and the Lady Tiger effort, especially there in the second half where they could have just laid down and threw an egg up, but instead they battled back and they battled hard. And unfortunately, there was a little pushing and shoving after the whistle was over, but I can understand that's frustration because the Lady Tigers knew that they had more effort to give, and if they would have had another 2 minutes worth of time, who knows where this game could have been. It could have been a much different game. But for now, that does it for us. I want to give a shout out to all of our talented students. I keep telling them that we have nothing but students who control the cameras, who control the scenes right now. So let's give them a shout out, sir.
Oh, definitely.
Mhm.
So a lot of our students, Ashley
Yeah.
and Mr. Nicholas Brown over there on
Yes.
the switcher and whatnot, handling the director role. Jacina was with us tonight, and let's see, we're missing a couple, but
Yeah.
we do run off of a student crew.
Yeah.
They are learning here, getting experiential credit and whatnot, and what they're doing. And a lot of our students are not even mass communications majors. It's
Right.
just that they have a real interest in what it is that we do.
And a love for Voorhees.
That is very true. So, and also, what Coach Glover did in terms of saying, hey, okay, well, look, regardless of how things turned out, some of the things that you all did at the end of the game was not correct. So
Right.
we're going to correct that.
Right.
That's something I appreciate about our coaches in terms of our scholar athletes, because they make sure, yeah, you're here to play, but we're going to teach you both on the court, on
Right.
the field, and in the classroom.
Right. Right.
So shout out to all of our coaches for that.
Right. All right. Well, that will do it for us. Make sure that you join us Saturday for the Lady Tigers game at 2 o'clock. And then the men's game that was supposed to be played tomorrow night at 7 has been pushed back to Sunday afternoon at 1 p.m. And if anything else changes, we'll let you know. Just make sure that you tune in, whether it is Facebook or Instagram. So make sure that you subscribe us on Instagram, where you can get the up-to-date latest notice of everything Voorhees, whether it be athletics or other events as well. All right. So for Curtis Sumner, and also a great job by Cabral Huff, the men's head coach for the Tigers. Thank you so very much. We also like to thank all of our people who tuned in and comment in the comment section and our YouTube page and also our Facebook Live. We do appreciate all of y'all all the time, Tiger Nation, and even those visitors that come in and they watch the game because they're rooting for the opposition. We also thank you too for tuning in and also commenting. We do appreciate everybody for tuning in. So for now, have a great night. We'll see you on Saturday and Sunday for more Lady Tiger basketball and men's Tiger basketball. But for now, we say so long and make sure that you keep Voorhees in your prayers. So long.